Meditation. What is meditation? How do we do it? Why do we do it? What is it good for? All of the questions. Let's answer a few of them in this meditation recap from our second weekend of yoga teacher training. So meditation. When we think of meditation, you might often think of someone, sitting in lotus pose, doing a mudra with the hands, closed eyes, and maybe chanting or doing something like that. And it can be, for some reason, it's a little bit intimidating to sit still. Our society, body, and culture conditions us to continuously produce and move and get things done and be busy. So to sit and meditate seems contrary to what we have been taught to do, is to keep going, keep moving. So why is meditation good, and what does it actually help with? I feel like lately, especially in our Western culture, we've been getting more into meditation and these relaxation techniques because we're seeing over the course of time, seeing a really big decrease in people's brain functioning and mentality and life just all over by all this running around and busyness. So how do we meditate? What is it good for? Meditation, it can be often, again, a little confusing, a little intimidating, because you just sit, and then what? And then how does it actually work? Like, how is this doing anything for me when I could be doing something else, like the laundry, or more homework, or my work, or doing something with my kids? How is meditation so effective and beneficial? So it is said that the most successful people meditate daily or have some sort of meditation practice. So the people who are the highest producing often have a meditation practice or are able to sit and be still for a moment's time, and it actually helps them. To get into that and how it works, we're going to get into parts of the brain and talk about different brainwave frequencies on the scientific level, the physiological level. However, there's also just benefits to stilling the mind in that it helps you to focus. It helps you to release and let go of any thoughts, even though, yes, you're going to have a bunch of thoughts. So the exercise we did first, just to notice our thoughts when it comes to meditation, a simple meditation technique to get you started, was to set a timer for 5 minutes, take a blank piece of paper and a pen, sit for 5 minutes with pen in your hand, closed eyes, sitting up tall if that's possible, even in a chair is fine, and just start to write down the thoughts that come in. Now, usually it's like one word phrases like weather or noise, or you'll start to notice the sensations around you first. You'll say car or my breath, or whatever bubbles in, bring it to that sheet of paper and then allow it to be released. There's something magical about pen to paper and how it helps us to just set down whatever it is our thoughts are. So it's just a thought watching observation for you to do. My favorite app for meditation as a timer and then for guided meditations and a lot of insights on meditation is called Insight Timer. Insight Timer. That app I've been using for years, mostly for just the function of the timer with the nice ding of the bell rather than having a crazy alarm clock for setting a timer on your phone. So it has a couple different options that allow you to start in your meditation. So you can delay the start 5 seconds or 10 seconds so you can sit down and it'll ding you in and ding you out. So that's a little bit less abrasive. But there's also some great guided meditations and other options and functionalities in that timer. I think it's free, Insight Timer. I believe it's free, so please download it if you have an iPhone or if it's available on your phone. Look it up, Insight Timer. So with the timer, you can time yourself for 5 minutes. The best duration of time to meditate daily to get the most benefits. Research has shown that the best duration of time for meditation is 20 minutes 2 times per day. 20 minutes 2 times per day. Typically right away when you get up out of bed, and then in that kind of afternoon hour where you feel like you're kind of hitting a slump. For me, that was always about like 3 o'clock. So about 3 o'clock, or where you feel too tired and you need to grab a coffee or a snack or something sugary to boost you up, that would be instead a great time to meditate. I've even heard of people who have, those full-time jobs and they hit that 2, 3, 4 o'clock hour, actually take a 15-minute break, go out to their car and do a meditation, and then come back in feeling refreshed. So it won't happen right away. You're not going to feel it day one, you meditate, and then all of a sudden your life is different. Just like yoga, meditation is a practice done over a long duration of time. So in time, you'll find yourself feeling clearer in your mind, feeling more energetic, more able to make it through the day, and you will have boosted up your emotional threshold, which again we'll talk about in a moment when we get to the brain. Meditation, 20 minutes 2 times a day. Also, if you don't think you have time, if you are too busy for 20 minutes 2 times a day, the saying goes that you need 20 minutes 4 times a day. So the more busy you are, the more you need this meditation practice in order to come back to yourself, your senses, and to be a more calm human being, right? We all kind of want that, to be our optimal selves. Of course, there are many variations of meditation styles. We'll come back to that. The brain waves, neurological frequencies of the brain. You should all have these sheets of paper or PDF of this information, but I'm going to share it with you what these 5 brainwave frequencies are and how they help us rest and relax. There's gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Gamma is your problem solving and perception. It's a higher frequency of 30 to 80 hertz. So it's more of a jagged roller coaster, right? It's gamma, problem solving, perception. It's present when you're afraid. So you're afraid, you're hyperactive, you're overanalyzing and thinking a lot. Lots of stuff going on up here. This is the wild monkey mind. So in meditation, we are trying to tame that monkey, which is like the gamma. And the monkey is not just a normal monkey, it's a drunk monkey who also has a whole bunch of other issues. So a great analogy with meditation is meditation, or a technique of meditation, is a banana. So a banana that you're giving to this monkey to help calm it down. Whether that could be counting, it could be visualization, it could be guided meditations, it can be mantras. That's the banana that you're giving to the monkey to help calm it down. And soon, eventually, you can do this without anything, and you will learn to stay tame just with a single-minded focus. In time, again, it's a practice. None of us come into meditation able to actually clear the mind. That's not necessarily even the goal of it. The goal is to just sit, to be, and to observe with awareness what's going on. So gamma is that high frequency. Then we get down to beta, which is the kind of normal waking state, maybe about where I am right now. I might be a little bit higher because I'm talking and actually doing things here. So this is just waking consciousness. You have a normal state of mind. So gamma is 30 to 80 hertz. Beta would be about 12 to 30 hertz. So that's about. So you'll see this different in different places. Some say it's 14 to 26. So it's about the range of 12 to 30, give or take a few. So just your normal, you're typically in beta for the most part of the day that you're awake. Going down to alpha is you're awake but silent. Silent meditation, various forms of meditation. When you're beginning your meditation practice, relaxation forms like yoga will get you down into this alpha state. Your awareness is not dominated by your thoughts. You're not overanalyzing or not really thinking much. It's just sort of like a chill, relaxed, in the moment place. So you can get into this place. This is, I would say, the yoga state of mind. So you're actively doing things perhaps, but your brain doesn't have to work as hard. Maybe someone's just telling you what to do, or you know what to do because you know your yoga sequence, so it becomes a little bit more meditative. And that's 8 to 14 or 8 to 12 hertz. Then we go down to theta. Theta, you are on the verge of falling asleep, or in that light sleep. This is where you dream. This is where your creative thoughts and inspirations happen. This is where deep relaxation and meditative states come into. So if you've been meditating for a while, you can get into that lower frequency, which is 4 to 8 hertz. It's quite rejuvenating to be here. So this is actually where we're trying to get to when we sit and meditate, is to get into that theta, that waking consciousness, but also calm of mind type of place. So that's going to help to boost the energy and to with any rest and relaxation, it helps with your immune system, appetite management, releasing of growth hormones. That's actually getting into delta. So the last one would be delta. It's 0.5, because you always have some waves going on if you're alive. 0.5 to 4 hertz or less. So 0.5 to 4 hertz. This is a deep sleep. Total unconsciousness, dreamless unconscious state of mind. So this is where you would be to get the fullest benefits of actual rest. Rest meaning immune functioning, growing the muscles, repairing the body. So you want to go, in our sleep time, we want to go from low delta to high theta and low delta to high theta several times as we progress through the night. And if you're able to do that efficiently, you'll wake up feeling rested and feeling awesome. And with that, hopefully your body typically will respond to waking up at like a higher theta state, so that you feel alive and ready to go. And you all know what it feels like to wake up in that delta state where you're very low frequency and you just wake up groggy and just like something woke you up and you can't even handle life. So there is an app out there too that can help you to that can track your brain waves and can wake you up at that high theta instead of in low delta. So you get the cycle up and down. So meditation is helping us reach that theta spot to help us to fall asleep, to repair, to rest. So that is a function and a benefit of meditation. It's not the all over purpose, but it can help us get into the lower brain frequencies to help us feel like we have rested. And even a Shavasana or a meditation that is done well and gets you into that low state can make you feel like you've rested for several hours, that you've actually slept. So it can energize your body and mind.